About a year ago, the Chicago Police Department launched a big investigation on a gang called the Lamrons. It's a funny name for a gang. It essentially means normal spelled backwards. And the reason this gang got that name is because they control this territory in Englewood where Normal Street runs. And it's from about 59th all the way down to 67th from Halstead on the other side to the Dan Ryan Expressway. About a year ago, the police department looked at all this violence in this area and decided that they were going to take this gang down. What this story is about is a strategy called group accountability, where the Chicago Police Department goes in and they essentially let everybody in the gang know that they're targeted. The reason they thought this was happening is because there's kind of a war of words between these rappers. Chief Keef on one side and Little Jojo on the other side. Little Jojo's territory, the territory of these gangster disciples who are called the Brick Squad GDs, is in another part of Englewood. And so they would go back and forth in and out of their territories and shoot at each other. In September of 2012, Little Jojo was murdered. On Chief Keef's Twitter, there was a message essentially taunting or mocking Little Jojo's death, and the police believe that sparked this kind of battle. Flash forward today, I'll tell you what happened. The police department's beat cops started arresting members of the Lamrons. The other thing was pretty interesting. They got people who were on parole and were members of the Lamrons and other gangs in the neighborhood to go to these meetings and essentially let them know one-on-one that if you cause further violence, we're going to come after you, we're going to arrest you, and we're going to make sure you go to prison. Meanwhile, there's the organized crime section of the police department, and they had kind of undercover cases going on. One was a big drug case, and the other was they were looking at a counterfeiting and ID theft ring that this group was doing around 64th and Normal. And so after about a year of all of this, it accumulated in some arrests and some searches of some houses in that block about a month ago. And so what the story that we're telling now is essentially the police department revealing what they've been doing for the past year.